the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Barkley is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Mayfield.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hurry! 180! What's up?
Mayfield down.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pete, 180! Alert, alert!
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Steps away to his left. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
180!
Irving.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2?
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Real. Pistol. Stop!
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Eagles 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers
Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Running the toss to Irving. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Once again, it's Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
180!
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Real. Up. 180! What's up?
Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. Touchdown! Cade Otten taking it in. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
The Bucs will set up for the
They'll try and run it here. Split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules could do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Great.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Here's a 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8. at the Bucs' 46-yard line.
Hurts. Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Flushed out right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCouga.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hurts will throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it looks like the defense has got it. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This is fielded at the 7. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
No touch, sir. No touch.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A little juke. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shifts by him. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing is Hurts. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hurry, hurry! What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. Now he's loose at the 40. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 79 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way. Picked up by Andrew McCurda.
That keeps the score. Eagles 32. Buccaneers 22.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Eagles 38. Buccaneers 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Kings, Kings, Kings!
Here's Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for two here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Mayfield now. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8.
Buccaneers 30.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going across the formation, there's Houghton with it. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Emeka Egbuka from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Pistol. Up, hey, alert, alert!
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Eagles 38, Buccaneers 36.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The kickoff for the Buccaneers.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's Hurts to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Great.
Buying time to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Dillon up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hey, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down